folks, Sandamtod here. How y'all doing? I'm still at work. Got to do some overtime. Last few weeks they've had me work overtime at least one night a week, just to get some printing done and some jobs done, which is fine. I can always use the extra moolah, plus, you know, since I got a bump, it really is, you know, hard to pass it up. But I'm kind of hating it right now because I don't really want to be here, and it's almost 7 o'clock, and I've been here since 8 o'clock this morning, so it's kind of like, ugh. And I think it still says on the print monitor that it's going to take another hour. So anyway, here we are. So I thought I'd bullshit with you for a minute. Bit of tragedy last night. My Xbox 360 red ringed on me. That's the first time that's ever happened, but it is the first Xbox I've ever had. I bought it shortly before they made the slim version, when they were trying to put the smaller pin chips in there and stuff, and vent it better. And so I don't know. I played it quite a bit over the weekend. I've been playing XCOM. I went back to visit it because the first time I played it, I didn't know how to manage my guys correctly, and ended up, you know, basically in a shithole. So I kind of gave up on it for a while, but I went back, started playing it. So I probably played, you know, four hours off and on each Saturday and Sunday, so maybe 8 hours over the weekend. But I don't usually put, you know, that much time on it in a given sitting, and maybe that's why it lasts as long as it has, because I've had it about 7 years. But last night I went to turn it on. It worked fine. It was working fine up until the point I shut it off on Sunday evening. Never glitched, never shut itself off, never had any problems. And then when I went to start it up last night to play my game, it wouldn't start. So, and I got the old red ring o' death. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, whether I'm going to do the towel trick thing or do one of the other things, because I don't have a warranty on it. It's been like 7 years. I already ordered a replacement. I ordered a Slim today that will be coming in the mail. Another reason why I need the overtime. And mainly because I do play my PS3 more, but I got my 360 first and had it for a few years before I actually got a PS3. So I have quite a game catalog for it, probably at least 30 games or more. And I didn't want to just, you know, sell all those games or trade them in somewhere. You know, so I went ahead and bought a new Slim, you know, Slim. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, that happened. So, and I've been playing XCOM. I'm trying to think of other things that I've been doing that I could say on this video. Working my ass off, doing overtime, which my ass, I mean, needs a little bit of working off. But I mean, to be honest, I mean, all I'm doing is babysitting this printer right now in my office. So, you know, this printer right here is what I'm babysitting, and I have to put paper in it and toner and make sure it doesn't jam, and, you know, all that good stuff. And like I said, it's got another 800 sheets to run at least. It's ran like a little over, maybe around 2/3 of the job. So anyway, other than that, not a lot's been going on. Different people around me have been sick, so I've been avoiding them, like my family. I usually go visit them and stuff, but they've been sick, and I'm not going over there because I seem to get every single virus possible just by coming in contact with it. So I don't need to start my sick winter season off any earlier than I have to. So Anyway, watch the final, I guess it's going to be the final trailer for The Force Awakens, and that shit is fucking awesome. I can't wait. We'll see. I was hyped for all the Star Wars movies, and I don't really have a problem with Phantom Menace. Yeah, it was made for kids, more or less. It wasn't made for the adults who were kids when they were little. And so, I liked Phantom Menace, and I think I saw it like 3 times in the theater. The other two, Attack of the Clones, I went to the midnight show, and I think I saw it 2 or 3 times at the theater. And then Revenge of the Sith I also saw in the midnight show, but I only saw it twice at the theater. Once because I went with somebody who hadn't seen it, and the midnight show that I went to, because I really didn't, out of all of them, episode 3, The Revenge of the Sith, to me was the worst. I mean, I don't know how to put it any better. For me, it felt rushed. The whole thing, like he was trying to rush to an end point that really wasn't concludable in that movie. But he wanted to wrap it all up, being George Lucas wanted to wrap it all up. And to be honest, looking back on it, I don't know that George Lucas is really that good of a director. I mean, he's good at having other people, around him that do things, and that's why I feel like Empire Strikes Back is probably the strongest movie out of all of them, but even Return of the Jedi as well, and he didn't direct either one of those, so it's just one of those cases where he's got an eye for the look and the feel of it, but he doesn't have a real good eye for acting chops. So I felt like Hayden Christensen was not really the right guy. Ewan McGregor was, but I think it's because he's just a good actor, that, his part didn't fall to crap. He didn't need a lot of direction, maybe. And same thing with Natalie Portman. I mean, I think she ended up kind of becoming even a better actress coming out of those movies and stuff than she was in them. Because a lot of the scenes it just feels like it's really... But it's for kids, too. I mean, people will argue that fact, but he even said that they, when he made them, that they were based on these afternoon, Saturday matinee serials and things that were for kids, and I mean, it always was. And the thing is us kids, I was 2 and I was almost 3 years old when Star Wars came out. I remember seeing Return of the Jedi first run in the theater, and I vaguely remember seeing Empire Strikes Back, or a part of it, at the theater. Printer's telling me it needs paper now, so I'm gonna quit my Star Wars rant. This new movie, though, looks amazing in my opinion. And they are still holding back Luke Skywalker showing his face. Anyway, that one shot of R2 with the cloaked figure and him putting his hand on top of it is, I think, confirmed as being Luke, but you don't see his face. And so they did show Carrie Fisher, or Leia, in this last one, hugging Han. It made me think of that scene at the end of Return of the Jedi when she's like, when Luke leaves and Han comes out and's talking to her on the Ewok, kind of bridge, and she's like, hold me, and they kind of embrace, and it kind of reminded me of that scene in that movie, which seemed kind of cool. So anyway, I'm gonna let you go so I can actually get this done and get out of here, and I'll try to post this video in the interim before I leave. So I'll talk to y'all later. Any and all new subscribers, you ain't here because my subtotal hasn't changed. So maybe some of you older viewers, that haven't watched a video in a while, decided to watch one. So hey, And I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for coming by.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?